Hey everybody, it's Charles Black. April 3rd of this year, something drastic changed in my life. Want to know what it was? Because it's the driving factor behind me sharing my passion for filmmaking, photography, and travel now. So, stick around, find out what happened.
What's your emergency?
So yeah, I suffered a major heart attack. You know, it's one they call the Widowmaker. Apparently only 6 to 10% of the people that have these actually survive. But you know, this didn't just hit me instantly. You know what, let's just stop. Let's rewind and let's go back to the warning signs I saw that I just never paid attention to. You know, we definitely needed to have rewound this and talked about how this all came about. So, let me tell you exactly when this started. So, back at the beginning of the year, I went to Puerto Rico to do some hurricane relief. I got back February 16th, and about 5 days later, I had the worst pain in my chest I'd ever felt. Woke me up in the middle of the night. I'm pouring sweat. You know, I didn't know what was going on. I was like, man, I think I'm having a heart attack. Went back to bed and laid down. Next morning, told my wife about it. She took me to the emergency room. They ran all the tests. They did the EKGs. They did the stress tests. Came back and told me, you know what? Stress, anxiety. Well, you know, doing hurricane relief, it's a lot of stress. So I figured, okay, a little bit of anxiety. No problem. Now let's fast forward. March, went on a family vacation. Went to Disneyland. Hit me again. Only lasted a couple minutes. Chest was hurting. Didn't know what was going on. Figured, okay, anxiety. The kids are stressing me out. Let's go here. Let's go there. I want to go on this ride. You know, it was all fun and games there. And then, following Disneyland, we went on a family cruise. In fact, check out the link for our family vacation, Disneyland, and our Carnival cruise to Mexico. Okay, so we're on this cruise. Hits me twice. It only lasts a couple minutes, maybe 3-5 minutes each time. But 2 more times it hit me. And I'm like, man, this is just ridiculous. So, what happens from there? So I'll tell you what happens from there. So it was about 12:30 in the middle of the night on April 3rd. I'm laying in bed. My chest starts to hurt. I'm like, man, this is ridiculous. So I get up and go get a drink of water. Try to lay back down. The chest is just killing me. And I'm talking right here in the center of my chest. The pain is just unbearable. So I get back up. Cats won't let me sleep. I got one climbing all over me, refusing to let me go back to sleep. Go out to the living room, try to lay on the couch. Cats keep bothering me. So at this point, I'm really starting to sweat. My chest is just driving me nuts. I'm pouring sweat and I'm like, okay, I need to do something. I'm burning up. I come back here to my office. I have a tile floor. I try to lay on my floor just because it's somewhere cool to lay down. That's not helping. I go back out to the living room. Sitting there and I'm like, you know what? I don't care if this is an anxiety attack, if this is stress, forget it. I'm going to wake my wife up and tell her to call an ambulance. I'm going to go get this checked out. Because this is just unbearable. She doesn't hear me, so I get what energy together I got. I go and wake her up and tell her, hey honey, need you to call 911, call an ambulance. I think I'm having a heart attack. This is just ridiculous. It's killing me. She gets up. I go to the restroom. Come out of the restroom. She's on the phone with 911. She looks at me and tells them, he's as white as a ghost and he is pouring sweat. Of course, they're telling me to go sit down. I don't want to sit down. I'm hurting. I want to move around. So, I sit down on the couch. Now, as you can see, I have a security system here. I had to actually go back and look at my security footage because to me, it felt like from the time she called 911 to the time the paramedics got here. Paramedics got here first. Fire truck got here first. By time, it seemed like it took them 20 minutes. Now you got to understand, they're only about 3 blocks away from my house. Went back and looked at the security footage. It took them 2 minutes to get here. Seemed like it took them forever. Paramedics come in, they start hooking me up to these EKG, ECG machines, whatever they are. They just don't say nothing. They're just asking me, what are you allergic to, blah, 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 you know, the normal questions. So, at that point, the ambulance gets there, they're talking, they load me up on the gurney, and they take me out to the ambulance. So now I'm in the back of an ambulance. I haven't been in the back of an ambulance. Chest is hurting, and I hear the driver ask the paramedic, are we going code 2 or code 3? And he says, let's go code 2, and if I tell you to pick it up, go code 3. And I'm thinking, code 3 means that they're running lights and sirens, and they're running all the red lights to the hospital. I'm like, this cannot be good. Get to the emergency room. They're not in a big hurry to take me out. At least to me, it seems like they're not in a big hurry. They're trying to give me an IV. They finally get one in my arm. And they take me out of the ambulance and they push me into the emergency room. Now we get to the emergency room. They take me in one of the first room they have right off the emergency room doors for where the ambulance goes in. They've got this big room. It's just for people in trauma or cardiac arrest, I guess. And they bring me into this room. And I'm thinking, okay, I see a doctor walk in. Now, I've been with the kids to the emergency room, and to see a doctor, you're usually there for 3 or 4 hours before you ever see the doctor. The doctor walks in the room, walks right up to me and says, you've had a massive heart attack. You're going straight to the cath lab. I'm like, okay. But really, I really went like, okay. Was I going to argue with them? Tell them, no, I'm not going to a cath lab? No, my answer was, okay. It's just not like me to say something like that. So at that point, they're doing chest x-rays, they're doing more EKGs. Then they're giving me another IV in the other arm. So now I've got an IV going in both arms. Then they pump in the morphine. Oh boy, everything's getting dark. Everything's getting real dark. That's about all I remember. I woke up kind of in and out. I was with it, but I wasn't with it. I knew I was taken to the cath lab. I remember going down the hallway to the cath lab. I remember being real cold in there. I remember them throwing some warm blankets on me. And I barely remember them telling my wife he had a 90% blockage. So yeah, I had a major heart attack. So what makes this a major heart attack? Well, the type of heart attack I had is called a Widowmaker. And only 6 to 10% of the people that suffer this type of heart attack actually survive it. So, in all reality, I'm actually lucky to be here. You know, it could have been much worse. Bob Harper from The Biggest Loser just had a Widowmaker last year. And he went into full cardiac arrest and his heart actually stopped. I was actually really lucky. With a 90% blockage in my heart, I was lucky that I didn't go into cardiac arrest, that my heart didn't stop. You know, looking back on it now, This is why I have decided to move forward with the things in life I want to do. That's why I want to continue to pursue being creative. I want to do the filmmaking. I want to do more photography. I want to travel more. You know, really come to the realization life's very short. I'm only 45 years old, and it almost ended April 3rd. With that said, you know, don't take nothing for granted. If you got the slightest pressure in your chest, you know what, call 911, go get it checked out. It's not worth risking. Go see your doctor. You know, I made a mistake. 7 years ago, my doctor warned me about my cholesterol, and I just did not listen. You know what? This is what's driving my passion. This is the reason I'm starting to do this. I'm going to go out. I'm going to continue to do films, photography. I'm just going to have fun with it. You know, like I told you in the last video, it's all about passion. And this life-changing event really changed the passion for me. Don't care what people say. Don't care what people think. It's what I'm going to do. So, check out my other videos. I'll be posting regularly. Till next time, keep moving forward and no retreat. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, like the video, hit the thumbs down if you want. Like I said in the last one, doesn't matter to me. Thumbs up, thumbs down. I'm gonna keep doing this anyway. All right, I'll see everybody at the next video.